Alright, hello everyone, and today I'm going to be reassembling an iPhone. This is an iPhone 3GS, and it is almost 10 years old. So that's why it's all the way torn down, and I just wanted to give you, a nice video of rebuilding it. So we got our plastic case. Up here's this digitizer glass that's actually ripped off, and of course I took out the speaker and everything. This is the bottom part of the base. It's down here. Got the motherboard. This is the heart of the iPhone. With its 3.15 megapixel camera and its little 600 megahertz processor and 256 megs of RAM. And its maximum being iOS 6.1.6. Alright, so I put all the screws back in here, so I'm going to take those back out. Just didn't want to lose them all. Anyway, we can get started now. So, this is the speaker piece here. We got the LCD, this digitizer plus this thing. Goes like this. Make sure the contact pads are down here, the little contacts down here to touch the pads whenever this makes contact. And yes, I believe it is correct. So, yes, this should be it. Yep, this is the right direction. And this thing do kind of snap right there, and then this part bends in a little, looks like. Might take a few tries. Oh yeah, and before I do that, let's go ahead and take out this mini screw put in here. Alright, and this should line up right here with the screw hole. And then you can line it up with the contact pads, make sure also it lines up with everything else. Should just poke right below that first, I guess. Or something. Oh, no it shouldn't. That needs to hook there. And that, yeah, it snaps in like that. So this hooks down below, this hooks in there. Alright, see the screw? Yeah, everything lines up. Alright, and then this is the connector for this is the number 3 connector, it looks like. So, here. Now the speaker's back. Don't put the screw in yet because you have to put that in later whenever the LCD panel goes in, because it also has a nice little pin, as I can show you right now, right there. Let's go ahead and reassemble this LCD, then we'll get into the phone, which is okay, so it's not that hard to get this in. It's only about 3 or 4 screws. The motherboard's about 6 or 7. And then what gets even harder is this connects to that. This is the hard part, getting all that back in the phone. So this is all in a unit. This has the headphone jack, which new iPhones don't have, of course. And this is the power button right here. This is the ribbon cable from that, and it runs in here. This connects to the board right here. This is the only connector for all this. And this is the volume switch. This is the, the basically silent, and then you can turn it back on so you can hear sound. But anyway, this is basically the whole button unit right here. This is the whole assembly at all. And like I already said before, this is basically like the speaker unit. So you get speaker, microphone, and charging port all in one thing. Pin number 7 and number 4. 4 is basically the main for all this. Pin number 7, I'm pretty sure is just the speaker, but I don't know. Anyway, I know where all this stuff goes, so I'm going to have to put it all back in this video for you guys. Alright. First, let me take out all the screws. Alright, so I got these two out, and then I'll just go over this side now and start disassembling this. Also, I'd recommend not doing what I'm doing with my finger on the LCD panel. Of course, I can clean it, but you can easily scuff this thing as well. Because it's the LCD, the glass anyway, could get scuffs. So yeah, totally not recommended. And as you can tell, this is a grill. I'm just using the side panel right now since I'm in the garage. And it's nice and cool in here. So, yeah. Alright, so now that all that's out, we have our loose LCD, which this is the number 1 pin connector. Which goes to the board right up there. And then so we can go ahead and flip it. And this, make sure this tab right here is above that. Make sure you get under this ribbon cable. And then you can get under that if you want. So I believe this goes over top. Yeah, like that. And I just bump the LCD. Just make sure it doesn't poke into it. I think it should be fine, to be honest. I'll plug it in after I get it all reassembled, which this one actually has problems, so. This iPhone does. I might actually just bury this iPhone in the ground. Like in a container and just let it sit for like an entire year. It sounds so retarded, but, you know, give it a shot. Alright. Anyway. Now we can go ahead and reassemble this over here. I've taken this apart so many different times. The reason why? I made one fully functional 3GS out of this one. This one has basically a bad motherboard. That's still good. So was all that. Actually, the buttons kind of stick. There's something wrong with like those. I don't know. So buzzer should be fine. Anyway, yeah. And then I also just like trade out the shells because of the fact that this one's so scratched. But this one also had like the buttons that had like stick for some reason. So yeah, I traded those. I didn't trade them out because the other one actually with a good shell was basically the one with a bad motherboard, but it was like perfect otherwise. So I just traded the motherboard into that. And also this one had a puffed up battery, which is, yeah, not good. Anyway. Oh, and the one with the cracked screen, yeah, that's the reason why everything's all ripped off. This is actually a bad home button from the other one, because this was cracked and had a good home button. The other two, like the 3GS and 3G, that have had bad home buttons. But I put the other 3GS and had to heat up the glass and pull it apart just to replace that home button. Anyway, this is basically all just broken junk. It's just to show you and also make sure that you put the correct screws back in the correct holes because of the fact that sometimes the screws are different size. Just letting you know if you're doing this yourself. Sad thing is that the iPhone 4 is the first one to have that glued down screen basically. And I have an iPhone with a bad LCD and a good screen, and the other one is good LCD, bad, basically, you know, the glass is cracked, good LCD, bad LCD, and good glass. But sadly it's glued, and I don't actually have a proper heat gun. I didn't for this either, but this was a bit easier, just take a hairdryer and heat it up and loosen everything. Also, if you ever replace the home button, make sure you actually take off this entire LCD, just so you don't heat up the LCD and burn it or something. Now I'm back over here. Alright. Oh, and I did actually use this iPhone for a week. No joke. And over like 2 days as well. Like an extra 2 days. And I still actually have not stopped using it. I've been using the iPhone 3GS, so. And I can download all my social medias on there, or social media apps as well, like Instagram, Twitter. I actually did that as well. So, yeah, I'm happy about that. Because I can still check everything, you know. Discord, sadly, no. The number one thing I hate about these iPhones, or anything like this tiny of screws, the fact is that it's really hard to get the screws back in place, because then you kind of like turn sideways and fall off. So if you guys ever rebuild an iPhone, yeah, you'll definitely get the experience. Alright, so this is basically all complete at this point. There's a good LCD though. This is still something I'm going to save. I'm not going to crush this phone. Not yet, anyway. Maybe I will do it on June 19th, the release date. I don't think so. I couldn't handle it. This phone's way too old. I couldn't. Besides, it still has good parts in it. I can save them in case something else goes wrong. My 3GS, that's all fixed and perfect. So, alright, now that this is done, I guess that means, yeah, we're done with this. LCD panel is done. Hold on, I'm just looking for something. Okay, there it is. This is actually ripped off. This is the digitizer. This was an accident when I was trying to lift it up, like rip the whole glass off, and the thing was so like with the suction cup. Alright, so yeah, but it doesn't matter anyway. Glass is cracked. And besides, a new glass. No LCD or anything, that always has a brand new digitizer, so don't get mad at me about that. Because a cracked glass with the digitizer was alright, but anyway. Doesn't matter, new glass has one. Anyway, it also doesn't matter because the screen's really dim. There's like a resistor in here that needs to be replaced. And there's also like error 1611 when trying to use this thing. So, yeah. I also have this. This is the little vibrator motor. So we can go ahead. It goes right here. Cool thing is, you can see down here, this is actually where the motor goes. Where the contact pads, see right there, contact pads, and they touch right there. And then it's all together in the phone like that. Alright, anyway, we'll go ahead and reassemble that. So, yep. You can even see a little small spot here for it. Like a small divot or whatever you want to call it. So you go ahead. I wish I did all the stuff on camera when I was fixing that other iPhone out, all these parts. And then, as you can tell, yeah, I was like, oh man, I could, like, which way did it go? It's kind of obvious because of the contact pads. So just make sure if you're doing this, they have contact pads up. So it goes like this. See, and it sits in that little tray at the bottom. Alright. There. I bet you can see my face on this. Alright. And yes, I'm wearing Crocs once again. I do wear tennis shoes though. That's really cringy, I'm sorry. Alright, so I'm gonna make sure whenever I put this back, it has that little switch right here, as you can tell. And right there, there's also a piece of metal it can slide on. This thing goes right there. Alright, anyway, so I'll get back to that in a minute. I think I'm actually almost ready for that. So, and this is the hardest part, which is why I was moving on to the LCD and on to that. Alright, anyway. Yeah, I'll stop. So first, I'm just going to go ahead and take these back out. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see with my fingers in the way, but... Alright, so this is right here. It also has a little bit of stickiness, or whatever you want to call this, to help stick it to the board so it doesn't fall loose. Alright, anyway, this is it right here. This connects pretty much straight on, like so. This is how you put it back. This is the first thing I'm going to go with, so... First thing I'd like to anyway, start with this. Oh man, it's not seating in quite right. This is the main problem. Even just this one tiny little power switch, you might think, oh, no problem. Yes, there is a problem with installing another power switch. It's hard to get everything all lined up. Probably not too hard, but I'm working out in the garage doing this on a shaky old grill. For what reason, I don't know. Could be in the house, just that people are in there and I just don't want, you know, talking in the video besides me, even though I'd probably just make this video worse. Oh crap. It's not lining up with the screw at all. There's nothing there. What am I going into there? Because I was thinking that, yeah, I'm probably getting it in there fine, but... Oh, the screw's right there. Don't worry about that. Alright. This is definitely bad because it's in a garage, you know. Way harder. It was already hard enough because I lost one of the screws in the house one time, so... Way harder to find the screw back in the garage. Okay. Oh, come on. I thought that finally grabbed. Yes, there did. Yeah. Okay. Don't want to get it too tight because you can actually round it off or wallow it out or whatever you say. Then I'm going to go ahead and fold that back. Alright, that wasn't too bad, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to over here. This is where the headphone jack mounts. There's that long screw there. Make sure you do not mix up the screws, like I already said before. This is what holds in that little switch there. I need to make sure I put it in the right way. In fact, it'd probably be better if I had an iPhone just to look at while I'm tearing this apart. I'm trying to rebuild it. In fact, I'm pretty sure I mixed up a couple of the screws. Anyway, whatever. Close enough. Two tiny screws here. I believe these are actually the right ones. Actually, I take that back. I'm pretty sure that tiny one belongs up in here somewhere, but whatever. I honestly don't care at this point. So, yeah, just be careful. Just get a piece of loose leaf. Don't be too lazy like I am. Take them down and right, you know, where they came from, like up here, corner, top, yeah, whatever. Just go ahead and do that. If, you know, you care about the phone. I really don't care that much about this. Just, it would be kind of nice to have the original screws back in the original places. So, number 6, I could not get that out, so I just left it. Screw down here had something under it, I remember that. I probably am mixing these up right now once again. I'll just put it in here. I don't actually have a battery, but okay, so you get the point. I put the battery in after all this when I'm putting the board back over top, but I don't actually have one, so... It also, there are contact pads at the back of that board, so you have to line it up like that, yeah, anyway. So, you get the point. Alright. Trying to think, so... I got all the screws out. Oh no, I didn't. I remember these. Okay, that one goes there. It also holds in that, I took this one out. Right there. Sorry, there. That goes there as well. Right there. And then this one can go. And so there are 3 of them that hold that on, as well as it also helps hold on that vibrating switch, silent, whatever. Keep saying whatever way too much. Alright, so... Man, these Crocs creak way too much. I just take them off. So I'll just do that. Alright, someone's screaming outside. Screaming outside. Alright. Alright, anyway. What the heck? Alright. So... Alright, so this lines up right here. So this right here, should move that out of the way. Then you can go ahead and line. What the heck's happening outside? Oh my gosh. Alright, so line all this up. Oh, yep. We need the switch back in place. This is where it pokes in right here. And so, let's go ahead. Alright, it looks like it belongs this way. Man. Alright. Let's go right ahead. Try this again. Okay, yes, it lines up like that. See? That's how it lines in. Alright. It's actually kind of obvious because of the angle it's on. Let me make sure this goes over the top. Drop this in here. Oh crap, see, it all fell out again. So which way is it lined in, first of all? And then I'll just put it in that way. Yep. Pretty much like this. So I'll just put it in like that then. So sorry. Like this. So it's way too complicated. I just want to throw the phone at this point. Alright. Volume switch, I'll just remember that. Volume. 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 I forgot. Alright, anyway. Crap. Man, my back really hurts. Don't think you need to know that. Why is that lighting up? I think I'm gonna go get a chair. Or not, couldn't find one. great. Whatever. Yes, I'm pretty sure it goes like that. Yes, it does. So aim it down. Then it pokes in like this. Perfect. Now that that's back in place, we can bend this number 6 tab back up. Number 6 pin, whatever. And we can go right ahead. And yeah, that lines up right there. Oh man, yeah, I regret taking this stupid thing apart. I definitely regret taking this apart. For sure. That's all I need to know. Does it work? Alright, it works. Just gonna make sure I get the screw in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one little screw through off to the side, like, I don't know where that goes. That should be right here, I guess. Forgot, don't care. As long as I can get the phone. Oh my gosh. Need someone else to help me here for just 1 second. Crap. Man, not trying to sound weird, but I'd be so thankful if I can just get this one screw in place. One single screw. Yeah, see, look, it's falling out. Come on, stay. Stay. My gosh. It's so hard to hold this little connector ring because it's like almost like a spring-loaded thing. And I can't even get the screw in place. Oh crap, man. Stop. Turn. Line. Up. With that. Yes. Man. I'm actually very thankful right now. Wow. That makes me very angry. Anyway. So then this small screw goes there. Alright. Actually, that small screw is there. Where's that? Did I lose a screw? Because... Sorry, I got my head in the way for a sec. 1, 2, 3... No, because that screw goes up there, so no, we did not. So that means this one, I guess, or one of these other ones that I probably mixed up. Goes right here. Alright. Now we can go ahead and get this rear screw back in place. The one that goes right here, that'll fly on my leg, thank you. Alright. Volume switch right here. The middle volume switch back. Get off my phone. Get off my leg. Alright, anyways, so one goes there. And then there's one up at the top. Get out of here. To fly. Trying to get it. Whatever. Alright, just want to get this all back together because this video is long enough and I'm trying to get it fly off my leg. Okay. One of them goes here, as you can tell. I said it several times, just make sure you always have the right screws. I didn't actually take this apart with my other iPhone. Because I didn't want to deal with all this crap. Because I already knew, you know, that this was going to be a big pain. But I don't really care that much about this phone since just wanted to make a cool video about rebuilding the old 3GS. Alright, yeah, that's why it wouldn't go in, that's good. Still don't like why the cable looks weird. Because the cable's all like that. It should be kind of flat, flush, you know. I think it might line back. Alright, there we go, see. Now that's, oh yes, it does. That's good. not tangled. Oh, wow. It's actually the last screw. Just took a long time to get in because it's 30 minutes. Better hurry. SD card runs out at like 46 or so. And the battery doesn't hold the best charge in this old camera. 2014 camera. I have a much better camera. I should upgrade. Anyway. So then you lay your battery in. Make sure it's in the right way. Make sure it lines up with these contact pads. So that would mean that it's right over here. Okay. And this little bar goes over top of the camera. Okay, yeah, we're not worrying about that because we need to go get this bottom part. Speaker, all that, etc. Get this out of the way. The main problem is I try to get this all back. Oh, I should have just done that last. Sorry, I'm gonna screw that real quick. Kind of screw it back in. Take this bone deck out because this one doesn't actually go out all the way. You know, so I just want to be able to get this out, still hold this little tiny little bar back in here yet. And then I want to be able to kind of see, just like this. Oh crap, I cannot put it in yet. Because this little screw up here holds it, and so does this other one that holds the board down. So I'm not going to mount the one over here on the right, because it also has to hold the motherboard in place. It's the do not remove tag one, so it actually has do not remove still kind of on there. I had to break those seals anyway, just so I can make one perfectly good one. Alright. Or usable, like one that's in really good shape. Okay, now you can go ahead and drop this in place. It's pin number 7 and 4, as you can tell. Crap. Can't get this back in. Come on, get that. Just give me that back at least. So I don't have to. Okay, yes, thank you. Man, the fly just landed in my ear. On it anyway, almost in it. Alright. Now I can go ahead and lift up. Move the board. Yeah, maybe I can just kind of pin it in place or something. How does it go in the first place? That's all I want to know. Don't fall off my pin. My connector. What the heck? Come on. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Okay. Where does it go? Why is it had to pop out? Man. Okay, I think it goes like that. But it's not gonna stay in place. That's the main problem I got right now. That's all I need right now. Just need that to go right. Come on. Don't fall off my screwdriver. Just line up. Please. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on. So cringy. What the heck was that? Saw a finger. Okay. Got hooks underneath there, I think. Oh my gosh. Poke the screw all the way in. Dang it! Where'd that come from? Oh, over here. That was there. Yes. Okay. Didn't lose any screws yet. This video is becoming way too long. Spending like 5 minutes nearly trying to get one little screw in place. Yeah, I should have known this was going to be hard to get back in place, but I didn't. Whatever. Anyway, that screw's out now, so I don't have to worry about losing that again. Or trying, or barely losing it. Trying to get this metal bar back in place. What the heck? Take that back. This is the microphone, I think, and that's the speaker. I'd have to say that. Anyway. Oh. I see how it works. See, it's kind of... yeah, it's in on the pin connector, so it goes like this. Just look at the other side, man. Alright, anyway. Oh, there we go, just snapped right back in place. Had a nice, satisfying snap. So it should have been, oh dang it! What's the difference between this other side? The fact that it never fell out. Alright, anyway, yeah, there is a bit of a difference on the other side, but man, I can't just stay in for the next two. My hands are so shaky. I hate how my hands are always so shaky. It's not like I'm afraid or scared that something's gonna fall loose. Just, oh, come on. Oh, that is going to fall. That did fall down, didn't it? Hold on, just realign. It's almost nearly straightened out too. But there's no way it's gonna stay, especially from that. Yeah, it did not. Once again, what the? Oh, screwdriver's not magnetized on that side. Well, at least that bit isn't. Man, the other side just stays. This, man, yeah, look at that. 37 minutes. Just no. All because of the stupid pin connector. I could probably almost be done. This pin connector wasn't in the way here. Oh my gosh. Snap. Stay right there for the next, well, I'm sorry, 2 seconds. Until I get or the next 10 seconds or so until I get this. Yeah, but look at that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that should not be underneath like that. It needs to be on top. I'm almost tempted to just get super glue at this point. Just glue that little thing back in. Put something on there to hold it. I don't even know if that's supposed to fall off like that. I just need something kind of sticky to hold it, and then it can let go like after it gets snapped. But apparently it won't even let me snap this thing in. This video's getting way too long anyway. So mainly I want to know why can't it just stay? Yeah, stay in place, because it keeps falling off every time I barely move it, bump it, or whatever. I just want to be able to pin the thing while getting it back in place, like so. Dang it! I barely moved it. Oh my gosh. I barely even bumped it and the stupid thing fell off. Why? Oh my gosh. I'm about to just bend this stupid thing, just throw it across the floor and scream. Bend this little piece up with, just get pliers out of the drawer here in about 2 seconds and just bend this thing up. And then just scream. Yeah, what the crap, Apple? Hey, this is why you don't get iPhones. Alright, so it's a perfect reason why not to get iPhones. You can't rebuild the stupid thing. Like, from scratch. Or basically going back. Man, I thought this was going to be way harder. This thing right here is just a big pain in the butt here. Balance it like that. Take this back end here. The flathead side of the driver. Oh, look at that. It poked right in there. All I need is like a little stick or something to hold it. And it's not like, oh, this is what I need to do from the start. I just need something that needs to go over top of that side. Okay, come on. don't think it's supposed to be that way. No, it's not, because of the way the connector is. And that speaker thing won't let it out. Gonna bend that up a bit. All I need, just kind of bend. Come on. Be a little flexible for me. There. Gotta be quiet. It's barely balancing in there. So careful. Alright, there. Oh crap, it's not screwing in. What the heck? Oh my. What in the world? What? Just no. Just seriously, why? Anything but this. Oh my. Yeah, I just pushed really hard down on it. Didn't round off at least. Yeah, you can hear me complain, but seriously, this should not take this long. It's gonna take so long for my old computer to post this video. None more internet. Motherboard is not held by this screw over here, but it is held by the do not remove one. And I already said how the battery should go in place. So, yep. See, as you can tell, it only goes up to that screw there and it cuts off for the number 4 pin connector. Number 4 connector or whatever. Okay, anyway, so down here is where this do not remove sticker was, and that screw, which also connects down to this little thing. Alright, so just need to go ahead and hurry up, because I only have a few minutes left on my camera. Alright, you get to like push it up there. Oh yeah. Oh man, I didn't take out the screws for it. Once again. Ah, man. I'm an idiot. Okay, right there. Right there. This one. I'll stop talking now. I don't know why there were so many screws on this side. And look at the other side. Oh, sorry, I can't show you. There's like 3 of them. There are literally only 3 screws on that side, and look how many are on this side. So this is the way that the connector for the camera goes. Okay, let go of my screwdriver, please. Alright. Perfect YouTube video. How to reassemble an iPhone. Sounds great. Oh no. Lines up with that little screw right. Sorry. I had an itch. Anyway, so right here. Right here. I don't believe it'd be right there, since that's what's holding all that. So I'm gonna just go ahead and try this one first. I believe it is this one, actually. Yeah, that looks about right. Just don't remember. Getting all confused. Didn't something go there? Oh yeah, it is right, because this motherboard has to be in place in order for the SIM card tray, man. Number 6 connector, it's crushed, man. Alright, hold on. Remove that 3 megapixel camera once again to get our pin number 6 connector. Okay, there we go. That. Oh no, I didn't screw that back. Okay, at least this screw right here is not holding much on this board. It's just not mounted in it. I thought something looked a little off, and then I noticed it was bent, but I didn't think that was what was happening. I thought the board was bending. Let's go ahead and line that back. That's actually not too hard, never mind. I thought that was going to be a much harder process. Anyway, pin number 6 connector, make sure you don't bend this underneath and stuff. And also careful not to bend it back too far either. See number 6 above. It's really hard to get the camera in once you get all this other stuff around it. Just gotta push kind of hard on it. And you also have to make sure you get pin number 7 up. Man, 46 minutes. Yeah, there's not much time left. Alright, so now the board is back into the body of the phone. Alright, and then next screw. Goes here. Next one. Alright, so now we get to the camera bar. We have this tiny little bar, and there's a little gap right there. I'm sorry, there. Right there on the camera itself. Make sure you get everything nice. Alright, see, right there. Like that. You get this little screw here, the proper one for it. It's the kind of large one in the top. So, okay, there. Camera one actually isn't too hard to get on. Okay. There's that one. Man, I gotta hurry up. The camera's probably gonna start to tell me that it's gonna be low on memory. It'll beep at me. Gotta hurry up. Alright, now let's put the do not remove one back. It's also hard to make sure you actually get these number 6 and 7 pin connectors back. Number 6 isn't so hard, but number 7 is a whole nother story. Just gonna go and snap the rest of these down. Probably forgetting one, but I don't see any, so I think we're alright. Number 7. Actually, that went on there a lot easier than I expected. It is on too, wow. Alright. Then you move on to here. Go ahead and pop up this little pin connector here. You just watch the video backwards if you're tearing one down. Alright, then this goes underneath. I remember that. Or does it? No. Actually, yeah, pretty sure. Something like that. I believe it was like, no. There's no way it would be like that. Either way. Good enough. No. It'd have to be like that. Alright, either way, go ahead. Oh, man. Just want to know what the heck is going on with the connectors. Yeah, there's something really weird. Actually, yeah, I believe it was like this. No? Okay, I'm sorry.